Hello.
Finally.
I know
Know how to keep a girl waiting.
I don't know how to work any computers in my life.
Well, you also went away from your home. You went away from your home to your home.
I did. I went away from one home to the other home.
Did you bring your microphone?
And original home. You know what I did, but it's not working. So.
Oh no!
I know. That's why I was like, oh, I don't think this is gonna work. So, the trusty phone it is, which is fine.
It's fine. I mean, it can't be any worse than me just like walking around with my phone going in and out of this and this. So it's just like louder and softer. Welcome to Theology on the Rocks, guys.
Welcome back.
We're back.
We're back.
We had an impromptu. Well, I guess it really wasn't impromptu, was it? It's 41 years in the making.
It was many years in the making, many months in the plan. But also, we just got overwhelmed with.
I mean, I turned 41 this year on July 2nd. Christy did the big 4-0
The
on
big
the 3rd.
4-0 on July 3rd. Yes. So we had a dual, but mostly me celebration.
It was, which after being celebrated so enthusiastically last year, I was very happy to get beyond that. I think my only request was a margarita.
Your only request wasn't, and we did get you a margarita. It took a minute, but we got you.
We did.
Yep.
So there we go. My wish was fulfilled. Boom. It gets easier when you get older. You're not asking for like bicycles or anything anymore.
I know. Nobody has to put your toys together for you.
No, it's just
you're like, can I have some socks and some underwear? Because
mine have holes in them.
Because mine are terrible and I refuse to pay money for it.
Right.
And then some alcohol. Really?
That's right.
What
my mom was like, what do you want? I was like, I mean, quite honestly, the list is not going to impress you. It used to be, I would be like, I want a Barbie, or actually, I never really played with Barbies. I want a whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then now it's just like, I would love some new tires for my car.
That would be right. Cool. I would love for you to pay my utility bill for a month.
Yes. I think I started with just lots of money, please. And then she was like, well, no. And then I said, okay, well, then let's start seeing what that money would go to. Tires. A house payment. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, guys, so for the birthday, we actually went on a little trip to a place called Dollywood. You maybe have heard of it. We put up some pictures.
We did.
And we celebrated Christy via Dolly and also, I would say, Moonshine were the two sponsors. Of
Dolly and Moonshine were incredible sponsors.
They
we
were.
Paid money for, but
that we paid for.
That we paid for.
We were mutual benefactors of this. Yeah, no, it was great. I hadn't.
You went there when you grew up.
I did, because growing up in North Georgia, you would typically go there for quote skiing, which those of you who know that it's basically like an iceberg machine that shoots snow at your face, and like one treacherous hill that you go down while the snow is blowing directly into your face. But it's fun, right? Don't we love skiing? At every
Meanwhile,
everywhere. They want us. I think it's funny because being in the South, it's like it's known it's hot down here, right? So it's like, but they wanted us to participate.
Yeah,
I feel like
they want you to feel like you're doing things.
Yeah, but I think sometimes that's silly. Like, why not just bank on what we do, like, and not blow ice cubes at my eyeballs?
I think that's wise. I mean, as one who grew up in Colorado.
You what?
What? Shut I know it's shocking.
Shut up.
I have very distinct memories of learning how to ski when I think I was 5 years old. My ski instructor's name was Cricket.
Cricket or Cricket?
Cricket, like the animal.
Oh.
Like Jiminy Cricket.
That's nicer than Crooked.
Cricket. Cricket.
Hello, I'm your ski instructor for children. My name's Crooked.
Well, let me tell you about Cricket, who, like, to preface, I loved him. I thought he was fantastic, but
this is what we call a shit sandwich in academics.
Yes, it is.
This is the nice buttery bread part.
This is how he got me to go down the hill. So he, took me to the top of that little bunny slope. But I was 5, so it's a big hill in my eyes.
5?
I was 5. Yeah, there are pictures.
You're not like even a functioning humanoid at that stage.
Like, I was learning how to ski before I really had grasped the concept of like walking properly,
That feels insane, but please continue.
But I get to the top of this hill and he's like, and I like look down and I start crying a little because I'm like, oh God, this is so scary.
Yeah, because you're 5. You're 5.
And do you know what
like
he said
walking
to me?
down the steps would be scary at 5, let alone going down an ice mountain.
well, we had real snow, so it wasn't ice, but
oh, I'm sorry. That feels less scary. A giant snow pit.
It's much softer to land in when you fall.
You're 5, Christy.
But I was 5.
Really want to emphasize that.
But wait for this is the best part. He said to me, if you cry, you'll melt all the snow and you'll never get down the hill back to your parents.
Whoa, Cricket. Jeez.
And that is how I went down that hill. And
oh, wow. And that's when Christy learned what gaslighting was.
And that's when I died inside. If you want to know why I don't cry very often anymore.
Is the snow all melt?
It is Cricket.
And you'll never see your parents again. What the heck? Wow.
I remember telling my mom and she was like, oh, that was probably a good way to get you down the hill.
What in the world? Kathy, no.
Kathy, this is not great parenting.
That's what we call it. # Colorado parenting. But also, wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I appreciate you sharing. You can go to the therapist, though. Maybe that feels like that's going to need some deep cleaning.
Trauma therapy. Yeah.
Every time you cry, you just like call your parents to make sure they're still.
Are you still here?
Are you still? Can I see you? Because I cried. Sorry.
Yeah.
The equivalent in the South was learning to swim, I guess, because that was our version. And
right.
I do have a I survived the blizzard of '93 sweatshirt on, and I'll put that up on the
yes.
Because if you know, you know, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I even heard. I don't blame y'all.
We had it was a bad time.
I can't imagine.
It was so bad. We struggled so hard. We were not prepared. But anyway, but the swimming, my grandma, she was old school, and so I was smaller than 5. I was like probably like baby / toddler age.
Probably,
and like,
yeah.
They just threw me in.
I was gonna say that they just throw you into the pool. I've seen this.
Yeah.
This horrifies
my grandma was like, she'll swim if she needs. If she wants to live. And I'm like, I'm a toddler. What do you mean?
Your baby instincts kick in and they're like, swim.
As I just sank like a rock straight to the bottom. I was like, there's a reason they're called babies. They don't do well at survival.
Yeah, human babies are incredibly ill-equipped to survive.
Correct. That's why we have to spend so many years getting them to the point of survival on their own. Like the opposite. They're bad at it.
They're very bad at it. Yeah. No, I have seen those videos and they horrify me, much like skiing at 5 was horrifying to you.
Wow, I'm glad we worked out this trauma together.
We did.
I will say that I would talk to our friends in the UK and they would be like, oh, like I took lessons. And I was like, they were like, oh, you're really good at swimming. Did you take lessons? And I was like, no, I did not. I said, much like being religious, I don't remember when I learned to swim, but it just was.
It just happened.
Just happened. And now I just jump into any body of water at will, which is kind of nice. But and you're probably really good at skiing and you're not scared of it. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I was really good at skiing. And then one day I had just taught one of my friends how to ski. He was from Texas. It was his first ski trip.
Please tell me that you repeated the crying thing.
I absolutely did. I was like, if you
Good.
cry, you'll never see your parents again. He was 18 though, so
I was gonna say
it was much
he's like
less
30.
effective.
He's like 35.
He was like, I don't care.
He's like, my parents are dead, but thanks for bringing it up. But,
so I can't see them anymore anyway.
But you know what? Great memory. Thanks.
Yeah, I taught him how, and we were like both going down. I think we were on greens at that point because he learned he was.
Please explain to anyone that lives below the Mason-Dixon line what green means.
Green is medium. So blues are the easiest, greens are mediums, and then blacks are the hardest. So, and usually with the black ones, you'll get like the bumps, the moguls and stuff, and
the moguls.
And so yeah, I think we were on a green, and like he was going down kind of slow next to me, and I mean it was his first time, so it was fine. And I don't
think it was fine.
I remember very distinctly thinking, I hate this. It's so cold. You're so cold, and it's $1 million to ski in Colorado.
Yeah.
And you're cold all day. And I got sent in because I had frostbite at one point, and I was like, I don't understand why I'm doing this. Like it was just
actual frostbite.
I did. Yeah.
This sounds great. This is a great activity.
The guys at the ski lifts will they'll be like, oh, it looks like you have signs of frostbite. You need to go inside for a bit and like warm up. And this is like, no one's concerned about this. I just should tell you. No one's like, oh my God.
Real casual for something that feels important.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Your nose is halfway off your face.
I just want you to know this. When I heard about Harry and his frostbite from his tell-all book, I was like,
didn't his penis get frostbite? Yeah. How did it? I didn't read it. Was it good?
You know what? I'm only like a fourth of the way through, so
wow, it's been a minute.
I'm not making tons of progress, but it's kind of sad. It's a bit sad at the moment. So
I mean, I would expect.
Yeah, I mean, not that I thought it was going to be a good time.
It's called spare. It would be like spare. It would be like if your parents, because you were the last born, were like, well, we've got a spare.
I mean, if we screwed up the others.
We got a spare one here on the end.
Yeesh. Yeah. So yeah, I just was very like in that moment of skiing, I was like, I actually hate this, which is really, it was a very weird thing because I was in ski club. I was a fairly avid skier for a really long time. And then it was just this moment of realizing that I hated it so much, and I've never been back.
I mean, do you automatically lose your Colorado card?
You absolutely do. I mean, people are very mad at me. Actually, yeah. I mean, a lot of people who were born and raised in Colorado are a lot less impressed by skiing than the people who move here, because we got over it really quickly. It's expensive.
I'm sure. I mean,
it's expensive.
And also you have to buy all the stuff.
You have to buy all this, and you're cold all the time. I will say though that this my friend who I taught how to ski is like, now he's an avid skier and he skis the hardest stuff, and he's like very into it. So I take all of the credit for that.
I bet on his Tinder or whatever version of that he's on, there's a picture of him on a mountain.
Absolutely. He also has climbed all of the mountains and has like the signs on his living room wall or something. So,
okay.
He's from Texas, but he really dove hard into like, I'm gonna be in Colorado.
That sounds right. That sounds right. Out of the frying pan into the fire, as they say. that sort of patriotism. I will say we went to Dollywood to circle back, and there was, now that we've gotten through our childhood trauma of being I will say swimming's a lot less intense. You just kind of like jump into water. You don't even really have to. There's a man on a Segway going down the street right now, and I think he's going to stop at my house. And so the question is, I'm sitting facing the window, and he can definitely see me. Oh, he passed me by on the Segway. Oh my gosh, I feel offended.
If only he knew. what he
Well,
was
I was about to be like, should I crawl in the bag? Because he was going to ask me a question. Anyway, Stuart, the Jehovah's Witnesses came to the door whenever I was away. And Stuart, my husband, who's Scottish, you don't really have as much of the whole, door-to-door situations. And he got evangelized by the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, did he?
He was so proud about it, though. He was excited. We have the Watchtower. He took the stuff and everything. We have the Watchtower pamphlet over here.
Oh my God, I love that.
We can dig into it in the next episode.
Absolutely.
But
I had some Jehovah's Witnesses that came once a week to my door once. It was great.
Once a week?
Yeah, they really wanted me to join their church.
It was so sweet, though, because he was like, acted like I didn't know who they were, which because he just listened. I teach religion in America, and so he just listens to me talk about all this stuff all the time. He's like, and then they started praying for me, and then I just like closed my eyes. He was like, I really wanted to make them. He was like, I really wanted to make them happy.
Oh no, they're gonna come back.
They haven't, though. They said he was like, I think they got their checkbox, and then they just went away. I mean,
I can't believe they haven't come back.
I mean, unless that was that guy on the Segway. He said it was 2 women, though. So
yeah, mine was 2 women too. It was 2 women, and they never like tried to convert me or anything. They just kept inviting me to their bingo nights, and like I think because I had a really weird schedule.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's usually what you're trying to do is like get them to come to your community events and like befriend them and stuff. But like I had a weird schedule, so I'd be home on random days, and I think that they thought that I was just like lonely and at home, and they were constantly coming and inviting me to things, and I was just
did you like it though? Maybe it was.
I did feel pretty proud.
I was gonna say he was really proud. He said he felt like a real American that someone had tried to evangelize. I love the idea. He was like, I just closed my eyes. He was like, I didn't want them to feel. I didn't want them to feel bad.
Oh gosh, that's the most British thing.
It's so British. He was like, they said some stuff, so I just closed my eyes.
I just played along because I didn't want to be rude.
Right. Awesome.
That's amazing.
But also, we didn't tell our drinks before I continue on. I'm gonna go on the train. Oh, I've been drinking it the whole time. I was drinking it before you even called me.
This is terrible. Okay, well,
I did get 2 of them.
I got a whole box because that was what was
available. Good. Oh, that was what mine would sound like if it wasn't open. So our drink this week is, we decided, because Christy has left the promised land and gone to Colorado. To see Taylor Swift, among other things. Without me, she didn't take me. Whatever. I mean, I would have been out there in my tent waiting for the merch to open, but
this overnight camping for the merch.
I would never do that. So we decided to pick our favorite drink. So of course we have these drinks you guys send in, and we've got our book of drinks that are from our favorite ladies. But we also thought, like, on the day-to-day, because I'm in Charlotte because I have no life, even though Christy's in Colorado, and this is me. And so our favorite local, like, brewery / cider, which I'm drinking cider because here's a spoiler alert, is I don't drink beer. I'm not a beer
drinker.
Do not think me a Puritan, you listeners. However,
no, because she will drink moonshine. I saw it happen.
So true. I almost barfed. I said I had to take a walk. We're gonna come back to that, though.
We are.
But I got Queen City Common, which is a cider. Queen City, Charlotte is the Queen City after old Queen Charlotte, of which it was named and gifted, until we became a hornet's nest of rebellion, as they say. But yeah, so Queen City Common from Red Clay Cider Works is my favorite. I drink it. I would probably keep this place open because I drink it so much.
What is the specific cider you have?
Yeah, it says a semi-dry cider.
Okay.
I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not too sweet. It's perfect for like, you know what the equivalent probably is like light beer. I guess is
Mm-hmm.
like it's not too sweet. It's not. It's also 7%, so it doesn't taste like water either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's also not like 10%. Not naming any names. So. Which is why I can drink it before you got on. So, yeah.
I've had 2 sips of mine and I'm already drunk. So
So that's it. It is born and raised in North Carolina. North Carolina has a lot of breweries. They, I was telling Christy that I think North Carolina sometimes, because it's a southern big city, wants to be like Atlanta, but I think actually it wants to be like Denver a little
I
bit.
do too.
It's into the breweries and the.
I felt it when I was there. It's a very like southern version of Denver, and so I love Charlotte. I
Well,
do.
there you go. There you
Good
go.
place. But yeah, so
So what's yours?
Leah suggested we do this and I got very excited and I had to Google it because this beer is a little bit difficult to find. But there's a brewery in Boulder called Avery Brewery Company, and they have several are my favorites, but this one particularly, it's a Belgian quad. So it's 10%, but it's called the Reverend. And
Oh, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that part.
yes, it's called the Reverend and I love it. And so when I went to my very first AAR was in San Diego.
I thought you were going to say AA.
My very first time going to
You
AA.
drank it at the AA
I
meeting.
just
That
popped
feels
open one of these and I was like, what? It's called the Reverend. No, that's
very
terrible.
disrespectful,
Very
Christy.
disrespectful.
Okay, AAR, I'm with you.
AAR.
You went away.
I know. I'm sorry. My mom was calling, but
See, I'm telling you, it
it's
happens.
the phones. So I was
You're at
going
AAR.
with several of my colleagues, and one of my colleagues had heard tell about this like unofficial reception that was happening and was being hosted by a couple of the PhD students of NT Wright, and it was like
I
bring.
bet that was a blast.
It was it was. I have never seen so many drunk people in my life.
For
Leah,
those of you who don't know N.T. Wright, a very famous New Testament
yeah,
scholar that is at St.
at
Andrews
St. Andrews and
in
in
Scotland.
Scotland, and yeah, so it was a bring your local beer. So they were
Okay.
like, we don't want to drink the shitty beer that usually have at receptions. We're gonna so everybody your like entrance fee was a 6-pack of your favorite local beer. And so I brought
That's not a bad idea.
it was
We might need to steal that.
I know it was so much fun. And there were a bunch of publishers there. They
Oh,
did
cool.
raffles, people were winning things. It was actually like probably the best reception I've ever been to. It was in the basement
Until the one where she met me.
until the one where I met Leah and she walked away from me. But but
That story
I
got retold, by the way, at the weekend, guys, just in case you were wondering.
yeah, I brought the Reverend and it was a big hit, but it is 10%. And so it's not
Not
to
for
be
the
messed
faint-hearted.
with. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's so good. It's so tasty. I really like it. I really like stouts and porters, but this one is
You're like the opposite of Stuart. He like avoids those. He loves a good lager.
I most of the time I'm gonna drink a stout, but this one is my favorite beer of all time. So, but it's good. I'm
Here's where I
not
go
driving.
against my whole. Oh yeah, no, we're at home. But we're at home right now. Beers where I go against my like hit you in the back of the face sort of drinking, because I think because it's so hot, I want it to
Yeah,
be kind of light and not
I mean,
hurt me.
I definitely can go for a good like pale or wheat or lager or something if it's really hot out. I understand that those are more refreshing, but like all things equal, my beer tastes are much like my wine tastes, and I just really want it as intense as possible. Is really what I'm always going for. But anyway, we'll put pictures of our respective beer ciders up, and you guys
support local breweries.
Support local breweries and track down your favorites and tell us which ones are good, and maybe we'll have a beer reception at AAR this year.
I think that's amazing. The idea of the 6-pack and then just having everyone get together and do that. That'd be fun.
It was great. Yeah.
And yeah, I did hear on NPR, because that's what kind of human I am, that local breweries are having they've kind of peaked, at least in North Carolina.
Oh.
And so they're having some trouble. People aren't spending as much money as they used to, I think.
The current news in Colorado, up until about a year or two ago, there was a law here that only one grocery store in the state could sell liquor or anything that wasn't 3-2 beer.
What's 3-2 beer? What does that mean?
3-2 beer is like
the lights and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like especially light. It's like way less alcohol than usual kind of light. I know that it means something, and I just can't remember what it means at the moment. Okay. But so yeah, so one Target in the state could have an alcohol section. Essentially, one Walmart could have it. Most of the ones that had it were in Denver, and so we had a really strong, like local liquor stores, mom and pop places, stuff like that. And they just overturned the law a couple, like I said, 1 or 2 years ago. And so right now, everybody.
Oh no, I remember your friend Jen talking about this.
Yeah,
she voted against it.
I mean, everyone I know voted against it. I don't know how it passed. It was really upsetting because for a lot of reasons. One is that, it's nice to have some local stuff, and like not everything needs to be big chain corporate stuff. And also, it was not inconvenient. There was a liquor store next to every grocery store. Like, it wasn't like you were like having to hunt them down, Yeah. But also, it was a great way for the smaller craft breweries to get their stuff into stores, because like Target does not care about the like little brewery in Colorado Springs that sells a couple of cases, but your local mom and pop shop might sell it for you. And so it was like just overall really good for local things. And I guess they've been hurting. So
yeah.
All this to say,
I should say the cidery that I got this from is Red Clay. I don't know if I said that. I probably did, but just you're guilting me into repeating it.
I just feel very passionate about shopping local. But yeah, oh my goodness, let us tell you guys about Dollywood, because
okay, so I have to say, I did go to it growing up, because the two options were the ice pit that I described of Dollywood, and then the for summer you would go to Panama City Beach and the Redneck Riviera, basically. I can say it because I'm on the inside. And so that was really the two. The common theme of both places was Confederate flag outfits. Basically, which we saw while we were there.
We did. We saw.
There was a man who just had done from head to toe. Basically a giant flag.
Who saw me staring at him.
I know. Well, I was screaming for her to look at it,
and then
she did. And then it was like, oh, okay. So that's what I grew up going to, but one thing that and I hadn't been probably since I was 14 or 15, but I went to AAR in Denver. Lord, of course, it was Denver.
Yep.
My God, it's always in Denver. Always in Denver. And there was someone in the practical theology group who did a presentation on Dollywood as being sort of a pilgrimage site, but for two very different ends of the theological spectrum, so that it's sort of like this place for community of people who as LGBT queer community to come and do pilgrimages, but also that there was a chapel on which we saw, and they
We
were
did.
having church because it was Sunday.
They were having church.
And we were like, I don't know, let's get on the train. But that also, it's kind of a pilgrimage site for kind of conservative. I don't want to say evangelicals, because I think it may be more just like conservative traditional people, maybe.
I would almost even say like more politically conservative that are
Yes.
also vaguely religious or believe they are.
Yes, that are Southern, and so grew up with that sort of like the Carter family, and listened to them on the radio kind of thing, and also Dolly Parton and all that. So, so like my grandparents, basically, my family, basically. So, but they did he did a present. It was a he, and I'm sorry, I can't remember what your name is, sir. I will look it up for next time. But he did this presentation, and I thought it was really, really interesting because, it is this sort of place. It doesn't feel like it is for everybody, because it feels like you're like on one side or the other.
It really did. Yeah.
Like there was no sort of gray when it came to Dollywood. So I don't know. What was your thoughts? That was your first time.
It was my first time. And it was, I mean, almost exactly what you're saying, is that there was this sense that you're at Dollywood, and Dolly Parton being such a force of support for equality in various aspects, and all of the work that she's done, both to like help her community, but also just, to be a good voice for people in the world. And you definitely got a sense that a lot of people were there because of their love for Dolly, which is why we went. Because I was like, how am I going to turn 40? And then I was like, I think that this is my Dolly era. I'm going to enter into my Dolly Parton era.
Which we were all very excited about.
Yes. And it was great. I have to say, it was really fun. But so you get that sense, but then there's also this sense of that very conservative, and like you said, the kind of Southern traditional, where like at one point, it was pretty early on in the day. We were like, it would be great right now as a margarita.
It was so early. It was like 10 a.m. This is where my margarita started. Because we went on my birthday on
yes, it
second.
was Leah's actual birthday when we were at Dollywood.
And we swiftly, speaking of traditional sort of stuff, it is completely dry.
It's completely dry. Yeah, we like,
which Disney World is not.
Looked around a bit, and then one of my friends asked and found out that it's completely dry, and we were like, this is shocking in so many ways. I guess I understand to a point the family aspect of it, but Disney World is not dry.
No.
And
it's gotten increasingly less dry, I would say.
I mean, it's known for drinking adventures.
Epcot's like just like drinking around the world.
Drink around the world, and like at the same time, name a more family centric place than Disney World. Like, and so it was kind of a shock, I think, especially for those of us who didn't grow up in cultures that emphasized that.
It was a shock to me, and I was born in Tennessee.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
You know what else was shocking was that, I think you told us this, that the county that Jack Daniels is in.
Yeah. That was me and your other pal.
That if you go to the Jack Daniels distillery, it's a dry county and you can't drink it there. I was like, what is happening?
Correct.
It just felt very, like you said, it was this kind of weird juxtaposition of two very different worldviews and beliefs, and like mingling together in this very weird way, because they both see themselves reflected in the stuff that's going on, and yet they don't see each other as,
they don't approve of each other.
They don't approve of each other. And I felt like that was a very interesting thing to kind of keep noticing as we were there. And it was with the chapel and the fact that
there's a chaplain. I learned that from the paper. There's an actual chaplain.
There's an actual chaplain that like
works at Dollywood.
Works and lives. Yeah. And then like we took this little train ride around the park, and they told us a lot of the history of the park and of Dolly herself and of the area, and like talked a lot about the various ways that Dolly has helped the area with her charities and her like her book library stuff. I can't even remember what it's called. It was just
she built that town basically.
I mean, she's poured so much in to this area and given them so much. And so you kind of get this sense of like, I don't know, it's like these two very competing worlds, but then just like both happily at Dollywood.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone being like, "Oh my gosh, you've got an American flag and you've got a LGBT rainbow flag."
No, there was no
There's no fight. Everyone's just like delighted to be.
Everyone's delighted to be at Dollywood, and I mean, I made a horrible face at that Confederate flag man, but that was off property.
Oh yeah, that was Jimmy Buffett's margarita.
We had lost the magic of Dolly at that point.
Yeah, that was in a different place.
That's where we finally found a margarita.
I was gonna say we were not on Dolly's territory anymore. Angelic territory.
Angelic territory. It is very interesting to think about how those things kind of combine and interact with each other in these ways, and like what I do wish we could like have more of that presentation, thinking about the ways that the kind of religion of Dollywood, is.
Well, we should write something.
We should. We can present that as a panel at AAR 2025.
Just another thing.
How long it's going to take us to do it?
We got time. As I say that, I'm opening my next one.
Your next one? Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
I saw at an AAR a panel presentation on the religions of biker colonies, and similarly very interesting kind of the combination of more progressive worldviews combined with very traditional.
What's a biker colony? I know what bikers are. Do
like
they
bikers,
live together?
Like communities. Yeah, like the biker communities, the ones that are like actual, not just people who ride bikes, but like the ones that like you see on Sons of Anarchy, that kind of. He did a whole.
Do they look the same as the Sons of Anarchy?
Sadly, I don't think so.
Too bad.
He did a whole like field work, like he went and like lived with the bikers of, I can't remember what the group that he studied was, but he taught us all about the hierarchies and the ways that you approach various people and the kind of rules and traditions that they have. And then and like it was so strange because some of it is so incredibly like old conservative traditional understandings of things. Hello again.
I've trapped my cat. He's losing his mind.
Which one? Beethoven?
No, it's Salem.
Oh.
There's a lot of feelings happening right now. You know how Penny has feelings?
Penny has all the feelings.
There's a lot of feelings happening right now.
Salem also has all the feelings.
Salem mostly has been, he's ever since we got our dog, Salem, who was the firstborn, maybe my last love, who knows? But he's adjusted to varying degrees of success to the animals. And the dog felt like the final straw to him, I think.
I can understand that. I mean, the dog is the most.
He just knocked off my birthday card with his tail from my mother-in-law.
From your mother-in-law? Oh.
Yeah.
Real feelings.
And he just watched it fall. He doesn't care.
It's just like, this is how I feel right now.
The biker gangs.
The biker gangs, yes.
Do you want to finish with the biker gangs? For the 50th time. Guys, just so you know, we've had some technical difficulty. Chrissy's been trying to finish up the discussion on this biker. She didn't even know. She's doing a dissertation on these biker gangs.
I mean, didn't even know. The profound things that came out of my mouth earlier and are gone now.
Okay. Well, guys, just know that the biker gangs are like Dollywood, and you maybe just have to research that one on your own.
Yeah. I
But
mean, it's
there's a
just
lot of
that,
different people in one place with different
yeah,
ideologies.
it's, I think the thing that really gets me though is that it's not even necessarily that there are different people with different ideologies. It's that the thing can contain both things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like the biker gangs and Dollywood both have elements of kind of what we see as polar opposites, and it's so just interesting and strange to watch. And
And it's inspirational, I think, in a way, because it's
yeah,
just like, you know what? I do not love your political message on your shirt, but we can go and listen to Dolly's greatest hits together.
yes. And it
And
like I mean it really does give some kind of a starting point in talking about those things. Like
yeah,
do
but we
you
don't
think
have so many of those anymore. And I
we
think,
don't?
especially with the political divide as it is, it's just like, and it feels like the politicians are kind of wanting us to be, they don't want those spaces to exist, I don't think. Like,
I don't think so either because as much I mean it's really benefiting the politicians for us to be divided in these things because they can use that and like
100%.
and keep us from actually like forcing the government to work for the people, you know?
And she was on, I remember before I left, I saw her on, it was the TikTok children, and she was talking about her support. She was being asked by, who was the late night guy that just had like the microphone? Anyway, he was like a radio host.
Oh,
But anyway, he was interviewing her and he said, you've gotten, this is clearly like in like, I would guess the early 2000s. And he was like, you've gotten some criticism from supporting the LGBT community. And she was like, you know what? It's not. And I thought it was just such a nice theological position. It was just like, she never said, oh my gosh, I'm a part of that world, like whatever. She just was like, it's not my job. This is like above my pay grade.
yeah,
Like, I just want everyone to get along. I want to sing songs. I want people to be happy, and I'm gonna love them.
yeah.
And that's what we're instructed to do, is to love people.
It
And
is what we're instructed to do.
it just was like, would it have been nice for her to come out and be like, we're all created in God's image, and there's God makes no mistakes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but she didn't. She just kind of like said, it's not my thing to do. This is
Yeah.
not for me to do. And this is
And it,
about people's relationship. We believe so strongly, at least in the Protestant tradition and Catholic tradition too, but we believe so strongly about this relationship. Well, then let it be a relationship.
yeah.
Why are you so concerned with someone else's relationship? Who cares? Get on with
Well,
your life.
well,
Like,
and I mean, it really is like, do you actually think that you're bigger than God that you get to decide who
right.
has a relationship with God and who doesn't? Because you don't know those things. Like, you can't know how strong a person's relationship with God is just
Right.
because they disagree with you on some stuff. And I mean, to be fair, it's above all of our pay grades. Like, you and I
Yes.
have PhDs in this, and I still am like, I'm not going to tell you whether you have the correct relationship with God or not.
Well, no, because we
Even,
don't know. And I think
yeah,
the one of the things with in AA, I remember someone telling me, I've never participated in it, so this may not be accurate, but someone told me about it. They said that one of the sort of tenets is to keep your side of the road clean. And I sort of like that.
yeah, I love that. That's
You know,
fantastic.
keep your side of the road clean, and like that's your job,
Hmm.
basically, and the rest is up to the rest. And I think
Yeah,
that's what she was like basically saying is
yeah,
like, I love everybody. It's, I'm just keeping my side of the road clean, and it works. It's amazing. And I do think that she offers a space for that, and for
hmm,
people to be able to be who they are. And
yeah,
she says, it's your thing, it's not my thing.
hmm,
Like, but I'm
yeah.
also not going to be like, you can't, you know, come to my park or whatever. I do have to say, she did change. I used to go to the Dixie Stampede, which was there was a theater. It was like
One of the many dinner theaters.
one of the many dinner theaters, but it's like medieval times. If you've ever gone to one of those, it's like a lot of chicken legs situations and
There's a
sweet.
reason we didn't go to that when we were there. And it's because I looked at the menus of all of the places and I was like, I know.
It's a lot of chicken. I mean, they're all the same. I'm sure like a good side of macaroni and cheese. Chrissy would just be eating carbs the whole time.
I would have gained 50 pounds in like 2 days.
But you could have cheered on some nights. But they changed it to the, so it used to be the South versus the North, and you chose a side. And you would like be,
what is it? What is it now?
it's just the Stampede.
It's just the
You
Stampede.
trick out the Dixie part, and there's, I don't think it's the Civil War anymore. I mean, we didn't go, but I think it's
We didn't go.
more like cowboy situations.
Okay. There was one that was the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that at some stage. I mean, you know, it felt like if the South got a Disney World that was based on the Southern culture, it's like they're in Myrtle Beach. It's just like,
yeah, it very much is.
you would meet. There was a guy who, I can't remember his name, so I can't call him out, but like he had on overalls and was putting on this like I heard the accent. Yeah. And then he was like, I'm actually from Tampa.
No.
And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And he was like, yeah. And he had like cut off overalls. Like, and I was just like, he was like,
was
yeah.
Was that our bartender?
Yes.
Whose name may or may not have been Pickle.
That's it's made up, Christy. In case you didn't get it. He's from Tampa. There's no way anyone from Tampa named their kid Pickle. Sorry if there's any pickles out there. But like, I'm just saying the whole thing, it was a charade or a charade.
It was
UK. And he just was putting it on. And so I sort of was like, okay, where are you from? And I just broke him down. And
he was from, yeah.
It didn't take much to break him down, to be fair. But
I mean, he pretty quickly told you. His
accent.
He was trying to work out.
On it. Let's do it. And then I was like, where are you from again? And he was like, oh, I'm from Tampa. Just like that voice. I'm from Tampa.
I'm from Tampa. Please don't tell anyone else.
Don't tell anybody. And I was like, okay. I'm pretty sure they know, but it's fine. Yeah, because
he was trying to work out what was going on.
He was the last place, and on a moonshine tasting, you never want to be the last.
The last place. So they kept telling him that it was my birthday, but he was like,
so
we
went on this tasting, and we should say this before we talk about the tasting, though. Is speaking of tastings, if you guys are planning on going to Theology Beer Camp, we are going to be doing the podcast there. As well as we are going to be speakers there too. So if you have a great time, I was at Chapel Hill last year, and if you want to do that, please use our code because we get credit for it.
We do.
And
it's Rocks God Pod. What is? Oh no.
The other podcasts seem to indicate that there's not.
But there's $25 off.
There you go.
And it's on our Instagram, and so you can get it everywhere, but it is oh geez, I'm trying to remember.
I'll do his little dance.
I've had enough of this drink. Okay, so our promo code is Rocks God.
I don't know.
It's Rocks God Pod.
Could you repeat that? Because I think it got cut off.
Did it get cut off? It's Rocks God Pod. Like theology on the rocks, but take out theology on. And then God Pod.
There you go.
Because it's the God Pods. It's on our Instagram, and we will post it again with a link and etc. But you get $25 off if you use our promo code.
And it means a lot because this is our first time going.
Yeah.
And we maybe want to, so it would absolutely help us for you to do that.
And Leah and I
get to hang out with us.
Yeah, we're both going to be speaking. There's a bunch of other good speakers coming, and podcasts. And Leah's been, and she says it's fun, and I trust her judgment.
That's I don't know if you should do that, but what is that David Rose quote where he's like, "The fact that you trust me as a guide is incredibly terrifying."
Yes. Like, this is a poor decision on your part.
Be singing karaoke, and you can do that with us.
Yep.
But yeah, so Rocks
God Pod is our promo code.
Love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. As a final thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is the billboards of the Midwest.
Oh yeah. So Christy, for a reason that she told me that I still am not sure if it was logical, decided to drive. I wouldn't even say the Midwest.
It's
It doesn't have them as much as South Carolina, but like specific areas that have these like incredibly religious billboards
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. And Christy decided to drive from Florida to Colorado, as one does.
It's always a good time.
As one does.
As one does. And I saw so many, in particular, the ones that I was primarily in shock and awe over, were all the ones being like, if you die right now, where are you going? And it just has like a picture of fire behind it.
I think you faded out after if you. What did it say? If you what?
If you die right now,
oh,
where are you going?
Oh.
And then there would just be a picture of fire.
Oh.
Like,
they're not very thorough in terms, like, the thread is there, but they're not very thorough in terms of how you avoid the fire.
No, I mean, I would assume that there's something they're trying to get you to do other than just be like, well, yes, I am on a highway driving, and there's a good likelihood that if I was to die in a crash, fire would be involved. But you're not really spelling out what you're actually trying to spell out, which is that you're saying I'm going to go to hell.
Yeah, like, how do you avoid the fire?
How do you avoid the fire? These kinds of billboards that have like threatening messages, but then no like follow up to it. Right. I just don't understand at all.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the billboards, but also because there used to be the ones in the 90s. I don't know if you had them up north, but it'd be like, hey, well, it'd be like, hey, see you this Sunday before the game. And then it'd be like God. It's like God was saying, hey, what's up?
Yes. I remember when I was a kid and we would be walking to the Broncos games, there would be men with signs that said that. Just like standing by the stadium. Like, you're going to the game. You should be going to church. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to turn around and leave. I already have tickets.
So
much
we
like
decided
skiing.
We were going to find
our favorite ones.
We were going to, do our favorite ones and see what the other thought of them. Do you want me to go first? Because I've got some fun ones.
Yes, you go first.
Okay. So this one says, The Big Bang Theory. You've got to be kidding. God. Out there.
Like, it's just like pretending to be God talking to you.
Yeah. But also the Big Bang Theory, I feel like, is not like evolution. You know, it's not like, okay, people have views on that, whatever, but like could God not have done the Big Bang Theory? The Big Bang?
This is a thing. One of my
I don't even know that they like the Big Bang Theory anymore.
When I was working at my previous institution, one of the biology professors said to me, I don't understand why Christians are so upset. Couldn't God be the Big Bang? Like, why is that not
right?
Like a fair
It feels pretty
thing?
epic. Like,
it feels like if there was a Big Bang, the Big Bang is probably God. And I was like, that's a very true statement.
Right? I mean, it seems simple to me, but, you know, I don't know. I don't really I guess it's a political statement. But yeah, I mean, if you
I mean,
believe that God is sort of infinite, then why can't God
why
do those
can't God
things?
have been the Big Bang?
Also, I
I mean,
think
honestly, it lines up with the description in Genesis. Like, there would have been a Big Bang the moment God spoke. Like,
you faded out again.
oh, it,
You're back again.
um, I feel like it lines up with Genesis pretty well. Like, God spoke things into existence. That feels like a Big Bang.
Right.
Um,
I don't, well, you've got to be kidding, Christy. You've got to be kidding.
you've got to be kidding. I have a similar one, and
Okay.
it's got a little picture of it's what I assume they think evolution looks like. So there's a gorilla, and then a like half man, half gorilla, and then a
Mm.
kind of human, and it's crossed out, and it says, "In the beginning, God created." Period.
What? Yeah. Well, yeah. Wait, what? See,
Again,
this is not us making fun of that. Well, in a little bit we are making fun.
it is a little
It's
bit,
more
but
making fun of like we're not sure what the message is.
the message is
So
so convoluted.
it's complicated, and you're driving at like 70, so you got to really work it out pretty quick. So
Sorry.
evolution, I've got that, but like,
Yeah,
why did they
like
cross out the human?
I mean, all three. It's like the evolution idea is crossed out. Like, this is what evolution is. It's that we
Oh,
all evolved from monkeys or whatever. That's wrong. God created us. But it's just
oh,
like
that's a lot to work out.
it's a lot to work out while you're driving quickly down the road. And then in like much smaller print says Genesis 1:1, which
I mean, so okay. I mean, I think what is the purpose of the ones we've just mentioned? So clearly they're challenging, I guess, science, but like it's also like, what are you actually hoping to accomplish?
it's my question. What is happening with these
Because you have to have
that
some
is
knowledge, base knowledge. Like no one's going to be evangelized. They're mostly going to be confused by that, I would think.
they're mostly just I think you're either going to drive by that sign and think, yeah, that's right, because you already agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're going to drive by it and be like, why did they spend money on that? It's terrible, because you already know you don't agree with it. There, everyone else is like, what does that sign mean? It sounds crazy.
I saw that there was an increase. There's this group, I can't remember what they were called, but they'd increased like 400% from like 2010 to 2015 of like evangelism via billboards.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
It was
remember
a huge amount. It was crazy.
there was a period in which somebody had predicted that the world was going to end on a very specific date, and
Oh yeah, it
so
was the Mayan calendar, right?
I think, well, but it was like it
December 12th of
might have been,
20
but
or something.
there were a whole bunch of billboards in Colorado at the time that were all like, this is the date of the end of the world, are you ready? And like the date came and went, and the billboards were still there.
Oh no.
And we
Oh.
were like,
Little
oh.
graveyard. It's like the Seventh-day Adventists, the Great Disappointment, where they all like they sold. So the Seventh-day Adventists like predicted the end of the world a couple times. Well, the leader of them did, and
Yeah.
then it was for real. It was like in the 1860s or something, and then basically the leader, whose name I can't remember right now, but he basically was just like, sell all your stuff, give away all your money, and like
Uh-huh.
Jesus is coming back if you just wait on the like dress all in white, wait on some roofs. And
Yeah.
there were still a lot of poor, unhappy people the
Yeah.
next day. It's upsetting.
It was, I
And
mean,
they call it the Great Disappointment.
it was just crazy watching those billboards were up for months after the date passed. And we were just like, are you going to take them down? How are
Well,
you?
maybe Jesus did come. This is what the Adventists did. They said Jesus did come back, just came back on a different plane
Oh, okay.
and is awaiting our basically making the kingdom of God on earth. So maybe that's why they kept the billboards up, because they were hoping that You
Or
get yourself right.
maybe like some people already got raptured and we're
Oh
just
yeah,
hoping
yeah.
for a second one.
You know, that crazy next door neighbor that just disappeared.
Let's just
She absolutely did not get eaten by her cats. She was raptured up.
She was raptured up.
She got it right.
She knew. We are in the second group.
Oh no. Okay, here's my next one.
Okay.
Oh, this one was good. So this was in North Carolina. I wanted to get a North Carolina one.
Yeah.
Jesus hates tolerance almost as much as he hates you.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
That was in Clyde, North Carolina.
Wow, that's terrible.
Right? Jesus hates tolerance
Almost
as much as he hates you.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of bad theology in
that. So much bad theology in there.
Oh. So I guess the idea there is don't think you're high and mighty because you are awful.
You are awful. Jesus hates you.
And
what are people supposed to do with that? Again, what is the end goal?
Did it not make
billboard?
You feel loved and cherished?
It did not.
I was like, God, Jesus is mean. I don't remember that part.
I mean, truly, I guess that's the end of that. Jesus hates me.
Yeah, and hates tolerance. So, like, don't be nice to other people or tolerate their behavior because you better well know that you're real terrible too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I thought that one was delightful. I did want to find a North Carolina one, but I was just like, wow. Okay.
Okay.
And I know we're not supposed to think highly of ourselves, but
that's
it's tough to be in a religion where you think like
that God hates you.
That God hates you actively. It's real.
Again, also not accurate as to what anything about Christianity is actually trying to teach.
I mean, I don't know who's coming up with these, but I don't know that they're well trained in that world.
I cannot imagine that they are. This is another one that I have actually seen all of these as I was driving. So
yeah.
I don't know exactly where they were, but another one that I saw says, beyond reasonable doubt, Jesus is alive.
Wait, what?
Beyond reasonable doubt, Jesus is alive.
Okay. So let's start from the beginning. So I guess you're saying I guess you were saying this, Christy. Mm-hmm. They're saying that Jesus was resurrected.
Yeah.
And is God somehow, because the Trinity that I love to talk about. And what's the doubt but though? Is it just saying like so basically what is the purpose of the billboard? Is it trying to make you feel guilty that you doubt that he's alive?
It's again saying like they're beyond reasonable doubt Jesus is alive means that like if you don't believe that Jesus is alive, you're an idiot because it is proven. Somehow.
How? They do that?
They don't say.
They don't say because it's a billboard.
Because again, like in tiny letters, Acts 1:3 or no 1:1. I don't know which one it is because I can't read it on this picture. I also couldn't read it while I was driving by this sign.
It'd be funny if people were just like pulling over and like, okay, I gotta write this down.
Right. I gotta look at this one verse.
Right. Is that like Pentecost or something?
Like what is? How do you say beyond reasonable doubt Jesus is alive? Because even
also who said that Jesus was dead? It's sort of a cornerstone of Christianity, isn't it, that Jesus was brought back?
It is, but also it's kind of one of those things where like if you don't believe the things, there's no way to prove that Jesus is alive.
Well, Jesus hates you anyway.
Jesus hates you.
And your tolerance.
Jesus hates you. You know, one time, and I am not meaning this in a like.
That one's confusing.
It was confusing.
That one's really that one's more confused. The other ones were pretty straightforward.
I had a student once who asked me this question in class, and I actually thought it was a really like important question because I understood completely why he was confused about this, but he was like, "So when did Jesus die?" And I was like, "What?" And he was
Mm-hmm.
like the second time. And I was like, "What?" And he was like I know that he died on the cross and was resurrected, but then he died again, but when? And I was like, "Oh, see, I see how you think that because it's not a logical thing to be like, oh, Jesus is still alive and kicking 2,000 years later."
Mm-hmm. Right. The Trent. So you mean the Trinity?
Yeah, like again, you have to have some faith in all of this stuff, or
I mean, it's key, and if you don't have that, that's why I think these billboards, because like at least with the megaphone people, they're like the end is near, or they're like you're gonna die and go to hell. Here's the prayer. But these
yeah,
billboards are just like
they're just leaving you lost
they're
and
leaving you
confused.
confused, like
They're
and maybe angry,
probably
honestly.
angry, maybe a little defensive.
Yeah, like Jesus hates you and your
Jesus hates you.
tolerance.
Wow.
I'm upset. Wow, I didn't think that we
I
were
didn't think that's
there
I didn't think that's what we were supposed to be telling people about Jesus. I thought the song went, Jesus loves me. This I know.
for the Bible tells me so.
Or the Bible says, I think that's what we were supposed to be doing all this time.
So
Yeah.
my final one that I have
Yes.
is this one was from in West Virginia,
Oh.
and it just says atheism creates wars.
Oh.
That's it.
That's incorrect.
I think Europe would like to talk to you.
I think a lot of places would like to talk about
Correct.
that.
That's it. Atheism creates war.
Atheism creates wars. Okay. Oh my.
I looked at it and I was like, what is the we laugh because well I laugh anyway because my first book was on peace building and now it's on bad theology and I'm like I've seen the spectrum. Religion is usually involved.
Yes. It almost always is, in fact.
So it's like in the major conflicts of the world. So the idea that the absence of religion would be what causes wars, at least historically, feels inaccurate.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah. I
but
think provably, beyond a reasonable doubt, it feels inaccurate.
right. Like I know there's like varying, like especially in like Northern Ireland, people be like, oh, it's more about like land or then because that's where the Protestant Catholic stuff
Right.
is happening. It's not really about that. It's more about like patriotism and whatever. And I understood that. That was a huge sort of like onion to unpeel. It's about, immigration and, representation and that sort of thing. But I think at the end of the day, as I peeled that onion, religion was at least a peel in it.
Yes.
It was one of the peels.
It was definitely one of the peels. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh
was.
my.
Yeah, so there you go. If you want to banish
My
wars, just banish religion.
Spanish religion. This worked really well in the past.
Yeah.
My last one is simple and it just has a picture of the Holy Bible and it says, "Has the truth set you free?" And I feel like I understand what they're trying to do, but I also understand what's actually happening.
Has the truth okay? And does it say holy? I feel like because you said Holy Bible,
Yeah,
the
because it's a
picture
picture of the
says
Bible. It says
Holy
Holy
Bible.
Bible.
Yeah. I mean, again, totally fine for people who are religious are going to agree with that, but people who aren't are going to be kind of confused by that.
Oh, and also, again,
In what
really,
way, though?
you're not changing your opinion driving past that sign. Has,
Right.
I mean, maybe if people are already thinking about it, that could be like the thing that pushes them over the edge to like read the Bible. But mostly what I want to say is, have these people read the Bible? The ones putting up these billboards, have they read it?
I don't know. There's a lot of bad theology. And also, I was at a hotel this last weekend um, for reasons that perhaps will be revealed. And we shall see how it goes. But there was a Gideon Bible there.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even open it. I didn't even look at it. And I just was like, so it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we're not necessarily taking the piss, as they say, of evangelicalism. Although I think it's more just the misguided, perhaps misguided ways of doing it in
Yeah.
some ways. Like you just
Yeah.
put a Bible, like it's a Bible. Have you tried to read the Bible from the beginning? It's freaking, it's a lot.
It's
Like
a lot.
you
It's a
know,
very complex, complicated
book,
book, as it should be. It's
right?
discussing complex and complicated things. But like
And these
just this,
billboards are just like the saddest tweet. They're like tweets,
they're like really terrible tweets
terrible
that
tweet,
aren't
but confusing. And they're
confusing.
spending all this money. Christy, I will send you the article. They're spending millions on these billboards.
I know so much money on these billboards. And I don't understand. I
Basically,
mean,
we wanted to look at them because we were like, these are, you have two people who are trained in theology, and we are looking at them like, what the
what
frick is happening here? What does this mean?
and
Like,
like not just what does this mean, but like I think you don't understand what words mean.
right. And also what is going to get people, because again, this wasn't an evangelical group that was putting the money into the billboards. Do you think saying Jesus hates you and hates tolerance is going to get people to
Right.
want to? Maybe it's also a chastising of people who are religious. It feels like a mix, you know?
Maybe. I
Like that feels like a chastising. The Bible thing, the truth will set you free, sounds more purely evangelistic, I would say.
yeah. It just seems like the worst way to tell people about anything, really, except for like if you needed a DUI attorney. Like that's probably a good place to
Or if you want to go to Bucky's.
or if you want to go to
Because,
Bucky's
oh my
or
God, this is for another day, but let me tell you, they're talking about bringing up Bucky's, which is a gas station for those of you who don't know, because I didn't know.
Lord, is it a gas station? Because that place is crazy.
It's like Walmart gas station, apparently.
Yeah.
And I have been, for some, you have these like seasons of your life where it could feel prophetic if it wasn't about a gas station, but you keep meeting people who are just like, let me tell you, speaking of evangelism, let me tell
Let me
you
tell you
about Bucky's.
have you
I've
been
had
to a Bucky's?
no, because
Oh, Leah.
they're not anywhere that I've lived or driven past. I'm not like against
I've only
Bucky's.
been once and it was mind blowing.
This is what people see. This is the kind of evangelism we need. Because now I'm deeply, deeply intrigued. I'm gonna stop at the first Bucky's I see, but
It's
why do
you're
they? I've never been. I don't know. They
I
just
don't even know how to describe it. I was trying to tell my mom about it. I was like, this is this place because we were driving by one and she was like, I don't understand what you're saying. And I was like, I don't
that's
understand how
basically
to
how I
explain
talk
it.
to. I was at a bar and some guy who was very lovely, I should say. Not that he ever would listen to this, but he was a random dude and he was really nice, but he was just like very excited about this gas
Yeah.
station. And I just, much like being evangelized, I like heard him out and I found myself, unlike the billboards, deeply interested in Bucky's.
Right.
Um,
There are ways to put things on billboards that's attractive, and none of these billboards about God or Jesus or Christianity in general are accomplishing that.
Because Bucky's just puts like I was driving from Charlotte to Dollywood and there was like Bucky's 90 miles because
Yeah.
they do the countdown. Now if it was like the end of the world countdown and as you went like the time was decreasing, I might pull over. There might be a
I might pull over for that. Yeah.
moment. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do the millions, like dedicate it.
Do it.
Do
Yeah.
it. Do it like Bucky's.
Here's what I think we should do. We're going to come up with better billboards. And we're going to
Or we're going to come up with, oh my God, Christy, what if we do a Bucky's, but religion Bucky's? So it's like all of our, and there's still, because the guy just kept telling me that there was barbecue. He was really into telling me that. So we have barbecue too. You can have
There's
veggie. You can have veggie barbecue if you want.
there's also a really great coffee station in the Buccies. That was my favorite part. Was
So
the
we can do like a holy coffee
holy
situation.
coffee
It'll be
situation.
like just like on Sunday morning if you're in a hipster church. It's like whatever. Like we can
Do you
do.
miss your hipster church coffee? Here we have it for
Here we
you.
have it, and it's all free. And
We can
all you
also
have
have
to
a
do
man.
is maybe talk to some people you don't want to talk to, and that's
We can
okay. Like we have
we can
it.
also have a man in a flannel shirt playing the banjo somewhere.
Yes,
Just
but he needs to be playing Dolly Parton songs. We've come full circle.
full circle.
I feel like that's an indication that we should maybe stop. Also, because, which, by the way, listeners, we had some intense technical difficulties, and I'm going to try to piece this together. But
We
thank
apologize.
you for
Thank
going
you for
with us on
sticking
this
with
journey.
us.
And if you want to fund our Buccies for Jesus, is what I'm going to call it.
If you want to fund it, well, first come to Theology Beer Camp.
Come to Theology Beer Camp, Rocks,
and then Rocks
God
God
Pod,
Pod, and then also send us money for Bucky's, the religious
Jesus
Bucky's.
Bucky's.
We're gonna have to come up with a
Bucky's,
different name.
Bucky's for Jesus. I don't know why you're just. It's so brilliant. If it's like, do we want other religion? I mean, if we want to open it, I don't know. Jesus hates tolerance, though, so we gotta be
And Jesus
careful.
hates you.
We gotta be right. He hates your endeavors. Oh, now I'm sad.
No.
All right, I'm gonna go to Bucky's and get a hat and some
I'm
clothes.
excited.
Apparently, they sell clothes as well.
They do. They sell everything. It's wild.
Oh, well,
that's all I can say.
I look forward to someday seeing it. It's always right. 90 miles away.
So. 90 miles away. Well, thanks again, and we will be back next week, hopefully with less technical difficulties.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
But we do love you guys.
We do.
Go to beer camp. Come drink with us. Goodbye.
Come drink with us. Bye.